Have you ever noticed how your home influences how you feel before your day even begins and long after it ends? The space you wake up in, move through, and return to, it carries energy. And that energy can either soothe you or overwhelm you. Welcome to Design Unscripted. I'm Manuella Moreira, and in today's episode, we're talking about rhythm-based design. How to create a home that supports slow mornings, purposeful afternoons, and calm, restorative evenings. Because great design isn't just what you see. It's how you move, how you feel, and how your space intuitively supports the transitions throughout the day. Over the last few episodes, we've been talking a lot about the emotional essence of design, how a space should feel, not just how it looks. And that idea couldn't be more important than when we're designing for the natural rhythm of everyday life. So let's begin with morning. It's the most delicate part of the day when energy is low, senses are heightened, and even the smallest details can shift how you feel. Instead of rushing into function, the goal is to create an environment that gently welcomes you into the day with calm, clarity, and intention. When I design for mornings, I focus on three key things: light, texture, and ritual. Let's start by talking about natural light. In the bedroom, I always suggest doing 2 layers of draperies on the windows. One is a blackout, which will support restful evenings, and the second is light filtering sheers to allow soft, diffuse light to gently brighten the space in the morning. That morning sunlight can completely shift your mindset before your feet even hit the floor. Then there's texture. Think of natural fiber bedding, warm wood tones on furniture or accents, and a soft plush rug so you have something cozy to step onto when you get out of bed. And the third element is your morning rituals. Designing a space for small comforts makes all the difference. I love incorporating a coffee or a tea station, whether it's built into the kitchen or tucked inside a cabinet with a beautiful tray and a ceramic mug and everything ready to go. I also suggest keeping a carafe and glass by your bedside. It's an elegant way to stay hydrated first thing in the morning without reaching for your phone. Now let's talk about what happens as your day progresses. Midday is often the most chaotic part of our day, and yet it's when design has the greatest potential to support function without sacrificing beauty. Here's how I think of designing for flow during peak hours. First is zoning matters. If you work from home, carve out a dedicated space, even if it's just a small area or in a corner, to support clarity and focus. If you have a separate room that can be designated as your office, that's amazing. Now, if you don't, think of a console table that can also serve as a desk, or a section in your living room can become your workspace with a well-scaled chair and a task lamp. The key is creating visual separation so each zone supports its purpose without feeling like it's an afterthought. Next is task lighting. Lighting should shift with function, especially during the busier hours of the day. Incorporate adjustable task lamps for more focused work, directional sconces near reading chairs or work zones, overhead pendants that provide bright, shadow-free light in places like the kitchen island or a workstation. These targeted light sources help you stay alert and reduce fatigue while still adding a layer of style and structure into the space. Next is prioritizing visual calm, and I can't stress enough how important this is. Midday is when clutter naturally accumulates. The mail piles up, chargers start to come out, and the surfaces get busy. And while that's normal, it doesn't have to feel chaotic. Design with containment in mind. Use closed cabinetry to tuck things away, woven baskets for loose items like throws or toys, and decorative boxes to hide everyday essentials. Small cable management boxes are especially helpful for keeping cords, chargers, and tech accessories out of sight but within reach. These subtle changes reduce visual noise, helping the space feel lighter, intentional, and ultimately more livable. Next is don't underestimate the power of a midday reset. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just intentional. Light a fresh candle with a clean, uplifting scent like citrus or eucalyptus. Tend to a plant. Mist the leaves, rotate it towards the light, or simply take a moment to admire the growth. Open the window slightly to let in a breeze and fresh air. These subtle gestures act as design rituals. Quick, tactile pauses that recenter both you and your space, especially during the most demanding parts of the day. It reminds you that your home is there to support you. Now let's talk about evenings. Evenings are all about the exhale, and your home should reflect that. From the way you light your spaces to the materials you interact with at the end of the day. Designing for soft evenings starts with lighting. Lighting is everything in the evening. Swap harsh overheads for layered lighting that adds warmth and softness to your space. Think dimmers that adjust the mood with a single touch, table lamps that create cozy pools of light, and wall sconces that wash the room with a gentle glow. Layered lighting not only adds depth, but it slows the pace and helps your home transition to a calmer state. Choose warmer bulbs with a temperature ideally around 2700 K with a warm glow that mimics the golden tones of the sunset. This kind of light signals to your body that it's time to unwind, naturally supporting your circadian rhythm. Cool tone bulbs can feel sterile, while warm light can make the space feel more welcoming and inviting. Now, just like we discussed the importance of texture in the morning, it is equally as important in the evenings. Think of layering in comfort through materials. Consider velvet throw pillows, chunky knit blankets, maybe it's a thick wool or mohair in the upholstery. These richer and weightier textures send tactile clues that it's time to unwind, inviting the body to relax and the mind to slow down. Introduce soothing scents like vetiver, sandalwood, or lavender through candles or diffusers placed throughout the home. Place them in the entryway, living room, and bedroom to create a continuous, lingering aroma that makes your entire home feel grounded, warm, and intentionally layered. Evening design isn't just about aesthetics, it's creating an environment that invites your body to unwind. One of the most powerful things about interior design is that one room can hold multiple energies if you design with flexibility in mind. Let's look at a living room as an example. In the morning, pull back the drapes and let the natural light in. Style the coffee table with fresh flowers or something tactile like a linen journal or a sculptural object that brings a quiet kind of beauty. And as you shift through midday, use the space as a casual work zone with purposeful seating, functional lighting, and most importantly, a clean surface. And for the evenings, dim the lights, light a candle, and add a plush throw to your sofa. These are small and layered design choices that support how the space shifts throughout the day. This is where design becomes intuitive, responsive, and intentional. Here's your takeaway. Don't just design your home for how you use it. Design for how you move through it. It's not about function or even style. It's about rhythm. It's about creating an environment that flows with you. From the quiet early mornings to the stillness at night. Start by asking yourself these questions. What helps you feel calm, clear, and centered when you wake up? Then, what do you need the most to support function and creative thinking in the middle of the day? And lastly, what allows you to fully exhale at the end of the day? Let those answers guide everything from your lighting choices to the furniture layout to the textures you layer in and the color palette you live with. Because the most supportive interiors aren't the ones that aim to impress. They're the ones that respond, knowing when to lift your energy and when to gently bring it down. And that's the power of rhythm-based design and how a home truly becomes personal. If this episode inspired you to think differently about your own rhythm and your space, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a DM at Manuella Moreira Interiors. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more visuals and lots of behind the scenes. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend and leave us a quick review. It means the world to me. And whether you're listening or watching, thank you so much for being here. See you next time.